So, true story. I'm going to tell you about something that happened to me back in March 11th, which, ironically enough, is my birthday, back in 1997. On March 11th, 1997, real early in the morning, I was actually driving from visiting my parents over Washington State in Eastern Washington and Pullman, Washington, making my way back to Western Washington and Seattle to go spend time with friends, with my girlfriend, and get back to college because that's where I was studying. Was in Western Washington, over near the Seattle area, in a suburb known as Bellevue, Washington. On this particular morning, I was tired, and my mom had been trying to convince me to go to sleep most of the night. Finally, she decided to just go to sleep herself and get some rest. Upon the morning, when I woke up, I was supposed to be leaving really early in the morning. My mom actually did something that was quite strange to me. She gave me her cell phone, which doesn't make sense if I'm traveling clear across the state to the other side. But she gave me her cell phone. She told me to give her a call when I arrive, and she just seemed very concerned. Long story short, as I was traveling back to Seattle, not even halfway into my trip, I fell asleep. As I fell asleep at the wheel, I woke up, and to my surprise, I was in a car. I looked to my right, there's no one there. Looked in my rearview mirror, there's no one in the car but me. I look forward, car's moving. Then I look down at the speedometer. It's going over 100 miles an hour. Now, as all this information, no one next to me, no one else in the car, car's driving fast down the highway. As my mind processes this information, all of a sudden it hits me. I'm driving. But how am I driving when I was just asleep? All of a sudden, fear, terror, all sorts of things kick in. What am I going to do? I look down at the speedometer again, driving well over 120 miles an hour. I look around. It's like in the middle of nowhere, two-lane highway. One way going this way, one way going the opposite way. I'm going over 120 miles an hour. As I survey the area, I'm going down. Literally on this two-lane highway, I'm going down an incline. All of a sudden, just like that, fear, terror strikes. And I immediately start trying to figure out, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Because as I glance up, I'm now going down in the wrong lane. I'm traveling in the left lane. The yellow line is on my right hand side. I look up, there's cars coming, semi truck coming. What am I going to do? I try to slowly weave to the right, but I'm going too fast. So I go right, left, right, left, right, left. Keep going down. Trying to slowly use the brake, and I start thinking I'm going too fast. I don't want to slam on the brake. So I lightly brake, going right, left, a little bit brake, a little bit gas, a little bit brake, a little bit gas, because my car is fishy tailing. So early in the morning, the dew is still on the ground. As I'm going from my brake to acceleration, brake to acceleration, just trying to get this car under control, I hit the acceleration, the gas. Right as I do that, my tires catch on a dry surface as my steering wheel is facing to the right. Kicked right off of the cliff. As my eyes get big and I see that I'm well off of the road now, going off this cliff, I'm screaming in sheer terror. I know for certain this is not going to be a good ending. And then everything goes black. After everything goes black, it's like a curtain at an opera. It just peels. And the next thing, all I see is all the events of my life. All the things I did. All things only I knew I did. Things when no one was around. I see it all. But I hear this loud roar of laughing. And as I start to realize what's going on, I get scared. And then all of a sudden, just like that, silence. And I hear this deep voice ask me, "What do you want to do?" As I'm trying to figure out what's going on, I start questioning, is this real? What's happening? What's going on? Something pushes my face to the side. And it's like on a small monitor, a little small, like 13, 15-inch monitor. I look and I see my car in the air. I see my body in the car. I see myself screaming in the car. Then something pushes my face back. And I hear for a second time in a deep voice, "What do you want to do?" Immediately, like out of my spirit, just start confessing everything that I've done wrong, every single thing that I've ever done wrong. And I start begging for a second chance. And I start saying, "Give me a second chance, give me a second chance. And I promise I'll tell everyone that you are real, that you are real." And all of a sudden, like that, I open my eyes, I look around, and I'm in the car. But as I look out the window, I see the ground right there. Somehow I just pull myself out. And I look at my car again, stand up. My car's upside down. All the windows shattered, busted out. See my speakers as I'm walking. It's now like just desert at the bottom of the cliff I went off. It's like desert. Just dirt. It's like I went to the bottom of this little ravine or whatever. See my speakers, my basketball, my schoolwork, pen, paper, It's just all just on the ground. And then I look up above the cliff. It's like a huge hill. I look up and I'm like, wow, that must be where the road was. And I look further down and I start to see a semi making its way. And immediately I think, I gotta get up to the top of that road before the semi gets there. I gotta let someone know I'm here. I gotta let someone know I'm here. I gotta let someone know I'm here. And all of a sudden, just a mass of adrenaline is flowing through my body. I just start running as fast as I can. But I get there too late. By the time I get to the top of that road, all I can see is the back of that semi rolling off, going away. And I start thinking, I don't know how long I'm going to sit here waiting for the next vehicle to come by. As I sit down, looking down over that, what seemed like a cliff, huge hill, just down deep. See all my stuff, papers and everything blowing in the wind, car upside down. I just kind of sit there. As I'm looking down, I realize, look at my shirt. I had a blue jean shirt on, but it looks red. All of a sudden I realize I'm bleeding. You asked me why I believe in God. Because this is my second chance at life. It's not easy. When I got back to Seattle, after being taken care of at the doctors, after having them pull these two teeth are fake. They're made out of porcelain, like a toilet. These two teeth were missing. If I was to shave my head and turn it around and let you see, still got the scars from all the glass and rocks they surgically removed from my scalp, my head, back here. I knew God was real, but everything I learned in the world I've seen, I questioned, where are his real followers? Because I couldn't see anyone living according to what I'd read in that book. I knew he was real, but how? How? How would I live? What would I do? As I got back to Seattle, started going to church. I started just trying to go almost every day I could. Every day I could. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter what event was going on. I was always trying to go to church. Because I knew God was real. But how would I live this second opportunity at life when it just seemed like no one else really believed, really knew? And slowly but surely over time, I just sunk back into this existence of knowing God's real, but feeling like many of the people who were supposed to believe he's real didn't live like he's real. Fast forward, it's now been 23 years. Oh, it's been wild knowing that he's real, but fighting in a world where there's good and evil, temptation, opportunity, blessings, curses, knowing he's real. This world is truly a test. At the end, we'll truly be judged on how we lived and how we treated others. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it's real. I'm telling you from experience. I had an opportunity to live it twice. And I don't know how much more time I have left here. But I'm going to let you know God is real.